Hello, cookie lovers. Haven't seen you guys in a while, but it is Valentine's. Valentine's is right around the corner. And last year, I showed you guys how to make fudge for Valentine's for someone special. But now I'm going to show you how to make these pink strawberry cookies. This is the easiest way that I have seen when I research about how to make these cookies. Now, I've never made these before. We're going to make these together for the first time. But some time ago, I was researching on the internet different strawberry cookie recipes, and I kept coming across this one and kept coming across this one. And this is not mine. This is not how I make them, but it said it was the easiest way to make strawberry cookies. And also I thought, this should work. And it seems like a very simple process. And so it would be really easy. So we're going to try it today, and then I'm sure it's going to work out because it seems like it will. And then you guys can make this at home. And so all you need is actually a cake mix. And this is going to be our base for our cookie. And so this is a strawberry cake mix. I got this brand just because. And you're going to need a couple of eggs. I already cracked those for us. You're going to need some baking powder. We're going to put some white chocolate chips in these so that they're all cute and pretty. I guess you could use dark chocolate chips or the regular chocolate. You need some vanilla and some oil. And so it seems like it's a really simple recipe. So let's just get to it, okay? So this is just a regular old strawberry cake mix. I always like to sift my flour before I use it, just to get any of those lumps out, whether I'm baking a cake. I was going to say we're making cookies, but this is the first time I've done this. So all you do is just sift it. Now, if you don't have a sifter, you want to skip this part. I'm sure it's okay. But this is something that I learned to do when I was really young. And it actually, if you're making cakes, when you sift it, it will make your cake fluffier for sure. And here's a secret. I always sift twice, sometimes 3 times. But it just takes a little bit of extra time. But it does make a huge difference when you are making that taste of that cake. So in fact, this recipe requires we use 2 different bowls. And one is going to be for our dry ingredients, and one is going to be for our wet ingredients. So we're going to sift the rest of that, but it also takes 1 teaspoon of baking powder, not baking soda, very different. So baking powder, I'm going to sift that in together. It's 1 teaspoon of this. I'll put all of the list of ingredients after, but I'll do that while I'm whisking this in, or rather sifting it in, and then I'll whisk it all together. Yeah, in fact, I ended up with all these little like balls here on the bottom, and so I'm just gonna push those. Yeah, that's probably best. It's best that you sift these, guys. That way you're not ending up with these chunkas in your cookies, because there seems to be a lot of chunka in here, and I'm assuming that's maybe some of the strawberry goodness that Mr. or Mrs. Duncan Hines put in there for us. I wonder what I do with this. These are kind of bumpy. It's like sugar or something. I'm gonna not put these in there. I'm gonna try to get that much of that. But I don't want the bumpy cookies, so I'm just gonna leave that part out. Okay. So I've already put in my cake mix, and then I've also added 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So let's see how this goes. Look, there's like all these like little lumpy bumpy like rocks of stuff. I'm gonna guess that that's like sugar, but I'm not gonna put those in there because I want mine, and then I'm gonna whisk that together a little bit, just a little whisk, so that baking powder gets mixed in that. But so that's step 1. That's it. Easy, super easy breezy, right? I'm going to set that aside, get another bowl. And in this bowl, I'm supposed to put 2 eggs. 1, 2. It's already here. Already did that. You can see those in there. And then to that, we're going to add 1/3 a cup of vegetable oil. Vegetable oil. That's what that asks for. I've never tried it before, so I don't know if other oils work, but just to be safe, we're gonna follow that recipe. So 1/3 vegetable oil, and then we're gonna add half a teaspoon of vanilla. Another secret, I always use Mexican vanilla because it's just really good. So this says half a teaspoon. Oh, let's not drop that. A half a teaspoon, a half a teaspoon. So we're gonna add, I should be very careful with this. You don't wanna spill. There we go. Half a teaspoon of my vanilla. Well, let's close that. Okay, good. Now, here's my whisk. We're gonna whisk that up together. Scoot, scooter, scooter, scooty, scooter, scooter, whisk, whiskey. Whisk and whisk and whisk. Whisking my eggs and my vanilla and my oil. And that's it. So you're just supposed to whisk this. Yeah, until that's mixed. That's cool. Ta-da! That's all it is. And then you just add the two together. So, that's all whisked. Simple. And then we add this back in here. I'm going to add part of it. And then I'm going to fold that in to make sure that gets all mixed in. So you fold it, fold it, fold it. Can you see I'm folding that? Folding that in. I guess you could use a spoon to do this. I happen to be using a rubber spatula because I like these the fully rubber spatulas because stuff doesn't stick to it. So I'm gonna put in, that's getting mixed in there. It's easier to, and then also the wooden ones. I don't care for wooden ones because the wood actually soaks up whatever you know, any liquid. And so if you've been mixing, let's say something with vinegar, then you're gonna get a little vinegar in that, you know, in that wooden spatula. So then the next time you use it, you might get a little taste of that. So gross. You don't want vinegar in your cookies or in your cake. So, okay, so apparently all you need to do is mix. And what's really cool about this recipe is that you do not need a hand mixer or a standing mixer. So you just do this by hand, you know, with a spoon. This would be easy for kids to do. You know what? Instead of ordering cookies from expensive or not so expensive businesses that sell cookies, I don't know if you know any, maybe Sweet Notes Cookie Company like ours, you can just make these. Oh, wow. These already smell good. Your kids can make these. I love baking with kids. We have a baking class that we teach here on site for little kiddos, and man, we have fun. But we get into the real recipes. We haven't made this. We do like for real stuff. Not that this isn't real, but you know what I mean. With all the other stuff. See, that's already coming together. So that's it. That's the dough. But to make these super fancy schmancy, you know, this is a very gummy dough. And what that tells me is that when you scoop that onto your baking sheet, that cookie dough is gonna spread out. So we want to make sure and give that a lot of space between the cookies. If you ever make cookies and you're like, why do they come out of the oven like all splatted and schmatted and like super spread out? It's because your dough is either gummy like this or it's too warm. So if you want to pop it into the fridge for a little bit, then it'll stiffen up and then it won't spread out so much. I'm kind of thinking I might do that with these. So I've got my white chocolate chips. I guess you can use any kind, but I think these will look cute. So I'm going to put these, so it's like strawberry and a little bit of white. Put a whole cup of these in there. That's a cup. You always need to make sure when you're using chocolate of any kind that you want to test them. These will work. Okay, so I'm going to mix that in there together. Scooty Maroot. Can you see that? Guess what? That's it. That is the dough. I'm going to do something. I'm going to scoop out some of these onto a cookie sheet. Since I've never done these before. Like this. I'm going to do one cookie sheet. Maybe with some of this, like this. And then I'm going to put the rest of this in the fridge and let it chill for a little bit and then scoop out again. And we're going to test to see which work better. I am going to guess that this dough at room temperature is going to go wah and spread a little bit, but I don't know. Let's try it out. I mean, I'm not going to let you sit there for 20 minutes while I put them in the fridge to chill, unless you just want to chit chat about good stuff, and then, you know, I can talk to you about whatever. Believe me, not a problem for me, but I'll just pause the video and then we'll come back after. So what I'm using, my cookie sheet with some parchment on it, and that'll keep the cookie from actually sticking to the cookie sheet. You don't want that. Now, whenever you make pink cookies or anything with pink in it, if you cook it too long, it'll turn brown. The edges will turn really brown. So these are going to go into a 350-degree oven for 9 to 10 minutes. And everything I read said that you want to kind of make sure that they look a little almost undercooked instead of like on that dark side, so that they still have that really pretty pink color. Because when you take them out of the oven, your pan is still warm, so the cookies will just keep cooking. They'll keep baking on that sheet for a little bit. So here I go. Look, I'm using just a regular scoop. You can use a spoon. Okay, that was messy. But it looks pretty because it has like all the little chocolate chips on the top. I'm gonna just leave that where it is, but I'm gonna give her some space to spread out. So I'm going to, oh, that looks nice. What I'm gonna do is, what I always like to do also when I make any type of cookie that has chips or nuts or candied fruit in it, is I like go back after they're all scooped out, and then I put a few more on top so that it can look all super pretty and nice. So I'm gonna do that right now. I've got a few of these chocolate chips, and I'm just gonna place a few more on top, and then that way they'll look really nice. And then the person that gets them will be like, wow, they put super a lot of chocolate chips. That means they really super a lot like me and love me, and they think I'm wonderful. That one already has a lot the way it was scooped, but these kind of look a little, you know, like they're missing a few. So that's it. That's all the dough. Look, we did it. Yay. And that's all. Like I said, I'm going to pop these into the oven, 350 degrees for 9-10 minutes. And then while these are baking, I'm going to put this dough in the fridge, and then we'll try again, and then we'll see if there's any difference. Okie dokie schmoky. So I'll be right back to show you what they look like after they're all warm and ready to eat, because you don't want to eat raw cookie dough. I know you people want to eat it, but don't, because it has raw eggs and you're not supposed to. Okay, so that's enough of that. Let me get these guys into the oven, because like they'll be out in 9 minutes, okay? But I'm going to pause for a sec and then we'll come back. Okay, yay, hi. Okay, hi, have fun. Magic, magic, magic. They are done. Okay, so this is what I came up with. A cookie that has, it looks really cool, but it cracked, but it's because that's sugar in it, but that's okay. It looks pretty. You can see all the little white chocolate chips in it. So this one is the dough that we did right away. And then I did go ahead and chill some dough. And so look, ooh, do you see the difference? No, I don't either. And so this dough was chilled. This one wasn't. So my hypothesis was wrong. They actually came out the same. And so that's good news, because that means you don't have to waste the time of chilling the dough. You can just put it right in there. This one was not chilled. This one was. And they both look the same to me. But then I had some other dough left over after I scooped it on. So then look what I did. I put some little M&Ms in there, so they look more like Valentine's-y. So these, I just added a little more to it. But here's the real test. Oh, look how pretty they look. They smell good. The real test is, do they taste different? Do you think they do? Because this one was not chilled and this one was chilled. Hey, that's the cookie. Kind of gummy. I mean, like soft, I mean, not gummy. So it's soft. Oh, good. I actually will not talk with food in my mouth. I actually baked these a little longer than 9 minutes. Because they looked like they needed a couple minutes more, so I did about 12 minutes. Put some more on this. To be fair, we should taste this one because he's gonna feel bad if we don't. Tastes the same. Really good. What is that? What is that you say? I should taste the one with M&Ms? Fair is fair. Look, these are really soft. These are pretty good. That's interesting. Because you get like both. The white chocolate and that kind of milk chocolate of M&M. I need a bite where they have the M&Ms. Let's see. No. Usually, more is more, but not this time. I mean, they're pretty, but I kind of like the white ones. Even though I generally don't usually like white chocolate chip, but these are good. This is a winner. Look how easy that was. No. You can mix all that stuff together in 10 minutes, pop it in the oven for another 10, 20 minutes. You can make these super easy. In fact, what you might do is just keep, I mean, these boxes stay good. I bought this today. It doesn't expire for probably till who knows when, till after I expire. But you can just keep these in the in your cabinet, and then when someone's like, oh, I'm gonna come over in half an hour, you're gonna be like, ah! And you can make this, put it all the stuff, and then put it in the oven and take it out and be like, oh, look, I'm so fancy. I made you strawberry cookies. Because literally, mix them for 10 minutes, like put all the stuff, mix 10 minutes, put it in the oven for 10 minutes. Oh, done. Your house will smell good, and you'll be impressed with them. Okay, so, stick around. I'll put the ingredients on there. And I say this is a good cookie for Valentine's. Look how pretty it is. Put those in something, and you can actually share this video with the person that you want to make the recipe for you. And tell them, if you really love me, you'll go through all the trouble of making these for me. Anyway, I really like these. So, I'm going to look for more recipes on the internet that are simple and try them and see what happens. Okie dokie smokies. Well, have a lovely, lovely Valentine's Day. If you want something fancy for Valentine's, absolutely hit us up. We can make those for you. Sweet Notes Cookie Company. Find us on Facebook, Instagram. We're going to be on YouTube soon, I guess, because I keep making these videos. I should put them somewhere, right? So let's share this. Follow us. If you want something fancy, we can make that for you. But if you want to make something simple, look, you can already do it right here all by yourself. And it tastes real good. It tastes real good. Okay. So, wonderful, fantastic, amazing, happy Valentine's Day, happy Friendship Day. Thank you for all the love you send to me. Sending it right back at you. Some sweet, sweet cookie love. Have a sweet day, cookie lovers. See you next time. Bye. Those are good. Mm-hmm.